Hello, good evening, welcome along everyone, nice to see you all here on Wednesday evening. Welcome back to Southern Cross Station, hope you are all doing very well. Nice to see you, Chinook, had a busy day at work, I see. Fun, not fun, Scott's up really late. Scott's making some acoustic panels for his studio, which is a good idea, something I need. Find here. Would probably help things. I sit in a very narrow, hard surfaced space, which isn't the best. But it works. We make do. How are you, Corpnut? Nice to see you. Yoss is here, and we've got something to have a look at of his very soon. Hey, handsome. Nice to see you too, mate. Riley Bruce, how you doing? You rock. Thank you very much, Riley. Appreciate that. Corpnut, how you doing? I said hello to you, but say hello again. Thomas, nice to see you as well. Welcome along, everyone. Nice to have you here. Now, we're still in the last day that we were here, and I've got a couple of little things we need to do before we can progress forward, but I'm going to do the fertilizing in the next day. Our tractor's filthy, but we do have some more bales we need to go and move. We've finished all the wrapping. We've also got the field over yonder, which is... this one here is up for auction at the moment. I'm going to go put a bid on that. But to be able to do that, I need to sell some of our barley. Now, we've got 91 grand worth of barley sitting there. We could get 97, but I'm going to take the 6 grand hit to be able to get enough money to buy that field. So that is the plan for that. We've got some more bales to go and move as well. I think I said that. What else was there? I think that was all. So sell some barley, move some bales. Tractor's looking dirty. And that's what I was going to talk about first. So Yoss has got these in for testing. These are a couple of buckets. They work like a power washer. Now you can probably figure out what each of them do, because Yoss is well known for the Dirtinator. And the Dirtinator is very well known for making your equipment dirty rather than clean. But here we have a nice sponge. You can give your tractor a sponge bath. Who doesn't want to give their tractor a sponge bath? Make it nice and shiny. Look at that. Equally so. Turn it off. I'm going to grab the other one. I like the water sounds too, Yoss. They're very cool. There you go. Come back in here and, well, if you want to give your tractor another sponge bath, you want to make your tractor dirty again, you come back in here and use the dirty bucket. Very cool. Nice little idea. I do like the sponge though. The sponge idea is pretty cool. But there you go. There is the dirty bucket and the clean bucket. And they both come as placeables when they are there. So I think they're in for testing at the moment, aren't they? Hand tools don't allow for animation. Would have been cool if they did. But they are under buildings and tools. And there you go. 50 bucks each. Put those down. So you can't put it right there, but wherever I put it, 50 bucks each to place them. So very cool. In for testing at the moment, aren't they, Yoss? I think I saw you say they were in for testing with giants. So, yeah. A different way. You want to wash your vehicles that way, rather than using the old Karcher. And you want to do it a little bit cheaper. Be perfect for role-playing if you're wanting to keep your equipment clean, or make it dirty, and do it on the cheap. Because obviously, you don't need anything more than a bucket and a sponge. Can I show you my mod section? My mod section in here, you can have a very quick look. Here's all the mods I've got installed. So a range of mods that I haven't even used on this save, a whole lot of variety. I did put a whole lot of class equipment in. I do want to get a chance to use the Jaguars. I haven't used those. Those are by Dairy Deer, Skywalker Farms. Not Dairy Deer, Skywalker Farms. Yeah, they're very cool. I'm going to try those out at some stage. Got the Coolman bins, which would be appropriate to use here in Australia. These cool ones, the Finch, and that's what I think we might get next. Next time we do a harvest, I might sell the Demco bin and try that Finch one out. That's pretty cool. And next time we do some tillage, we're going to try out the I can't see them. Oh, these things, the Kelly chains, Diamond Harrow or the Prickle chain. Give them a go as well. Nice big rake, and then we've got these ear cuts, ear seeders. Come on there, the 40-foot one is a ear cut on it. Very cool. Very cool. So that's what we're going to do. Anyhow, that's not what our plan is. So the first things first, because that price is going down, we're going to go grab the Kenworth and go and get the barley sold. Now we've got these all loaded up. Our bales have all stayed in place, which I was very impressed with. Often come back in and they'll have disappeared. I reckon. Make ourselves enough space. I will back the trailer. We'll tidy up properly and back the trailer in. Hey Rocks, thanks for stopping in. Hope you hope you've had a good week so far. Thanks for saying hello. Talk to you again soon. Hey Yoran, how are you? Good to see you. You've got proof of me making equipment dirty. Proof even that I left it dirty too. Hey, didn't even clean it afterwards. I feel wrong inside. Alright, I'll drop that there. I'm just going to get hooked up to this, these trailers and go and get some barley sold. Hey, yeah, Donut, how you doing? Bit of a scheduling issue with the cricket. Actually, I forgot the cricket was on. Completely forgot. I'm confident they're going to make the final and get in there. I'll just watch that instead. But yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't even looked. I could dual stream it, but then I'd get in trouble. Right, let's get this loaded up. Let's see, here we go. Do I have merch? I do have some merch, Riley. We've just got... I'm wearing FSG's hat today, but we've just got hats. These are the... this is a snapback hat. Very cool. Also got a white hat, trucker hat. And... black one. Black trucker hat. They're really cool. I like those. I'm actually really happy with how they've turned out. And we've got some other stuff. I think if you hit exclamation mark merch. Oh, Scott started already. Thank you, Scott. And there's a link as well on the YouTube page has my YouTube page has a store in it, which is where you'll find the hats. So if you put exclamation mark hat, we'll get you a link directly to those. You'll have to, if you're watching then Outdoor Nut and you're able to watch me and the cricket, you'll have to keep me updated in the situation. Hey James, how you doing? Good evening. I was going to say good morning. It's good evening from me. Might be morning for you though, isn't it? Oh yeah, good to see you. Right, that one tapped, that one tapped. Let's get going. Who left that tractor parked there? Now Scott, while you're here before you go to bed, give you a cheers. We've got a 18-year-old Glenmorangie tonight. It's really nice. This was a gift from some friends. They gave it to me when I did some house plans for them. So it's a very nice drop. And probably the main reason I'm streaming tonight, because I really wasn't feeling it earlier, and I thought, no, I need to have my Wednesday whiskey. And I knew I'd get into the mood once we got going. So here we are. I think it's just about Warren's headlights on at the moment. You can't hear anything. Can't hear anything from me or the game or what? Have you tried unmuting things? Not the best start. Black Cap's batting 6-1. I have to fertilize all my fields, Riley. This one here on my left. There's a couple more over that way, past where the bales are, and then we've got another one or two down further down the back of the map, down over that way. So I think we've got 4 fields all up to fertilise. I've also made the mistake of having the other Kenworth completely loaded up with fertilizer. That's what I used to pull the tender box can go on the back of that. So I'm gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with that. Magic deer right there, come out in front of us. It's working now. Oh, good. You love a scotch that's old enough to order its own scotch. Yeah, it's rather tasty. I do enjoy it. Actually haven't had that one for a wee while. It's been sitting in the back of the cupboard and a bit hard to get to. I made the effort tonight to pull it out. Cheers everyone. You like the black one, not the truck one, the snapback one. It's got a little homage to the Farm Sim guy. It's got a green underside on the peak. So we're very limited with the spring store that I use. Very limited in options with colours and selections of hats, kind of get what's available and not much else. But the quality, I'm pretty impressed with the quality. The embroidery and everything's been come up really well. Really chuffed with how that's come out. Right. Get some money. That one there caught up. It's really hard to tell, but the embroidery's actually got a bit of a... It's a bit raised. Not quite as raised as I thought it might. It's a bit raised. Oh, why can't you be drinking, James? Is it too early in the morning? Hey, Jason, how you doing? Nice to see you. Good evening. And good evening. Up late watching the US voting results as well. I can't get my head around your election system. Can't figure you guys out at all. Alright, one more load of that. We'll just about have enough money for that field. Hello Mark, good morning to you, good evening from me. You're in the States and you can't figure it out, Courtney. Yeah, at work and you're a diabetic. Ah, fair enough. I'll try and do it discreetly then, James. Even that flickering from the autumnal trees. Good deal. Don't get another load. This is the field on the right here. Nicely limed field. It's good to see that the current proprietor has taken care of it and left it in a good state for us. Does mean we're probably going to be able to get in and do some planting in it actually. Fun. Although we might be too late to actually get anything planted to check the calendar. We think ours is difficult, the USA takes it to the next level, yeah. See, even Australia's foreign to us a little bit with your state and federal side of things. They're a bit more complicated than we are. Hey JMW, how you doing? Good to see you. You've just come to see the Kenworth, haven't you? You could hear it. You could hear it, you could sense the fact I was driving the Kenny. Oh, yep, gotta go and check it out. Alright, another load. Another 100,000 litres, it'll leave 30. Probably leave that in there. Just got back from Sydney. Nice. Yeah, a few truck drivers actually. Nismo turns up. I know he's got a, he drives trucks here in New Zealand. It's going in. Swear. Swear. Oh, the preferential system that can get someone voted in that no one wanted. Right. What I don't like about ours is that a minor party can hold all the power if the two major parties are very close. They can choose who to make a coalition with and effectively choose the government, but only 5% of the population might have voted for them. Makes no sense whatsoever that those 5 people, 5%, effectively get more power than everyone else, but that's democracy for you. Hey, but no politics. No politics, right? Hey Eric, how you doing? Thank you very much for stopping in, saying hello and dropping a big thumbs up for us. Very much appreciated. Hope you're doing well, mate. The doctor said I could have a couple of drinks a night, but I said no, I drink to get drunk. Well, if you don't drink for a while, a couple of drinks might be enough to get you drunk, James. If you lose all your tolerance. 9 PM aircon on, watching you Bale the New Zealand Luna's roadside breath testing. I would. Even the smell of that would be enough to Bale. Same for you guys, right? They're normally pretty good with what power they give the minor parties, but anyhow. Hey, you mustard seed, how are you doing? Oh, it's dark in here. The dark driving cab. Nice to see you. Hope you are having a good evening. Good evening? Are you evening at the moment? I can't remember whereabouts in the world you are. Anyhow, nice to have you here. ATS makes a mode for your old company you drove for. Nice. You're pretty pleased with what have you done, Mustard Seed? Are you pretty pleased with yourself? With yourself? Oh. Oh. Paying attention. I love the sound of this one, eh, Scott? Such a well done. Such a well done audio model. You'll make me hungry talking about food, JMW. Oh, you built a PC. Nice, good work. Well done. That's the one thing I didn't do. I considered it, and once I looked into all the parts when I got my PC, which is just over a year ago, actually. Gosh, that time's flying. I got it just before 22 came out. But a year ago, it was almost cheaper to buy a pre-built. Obviously didn't get quite as much flexibility and choice, but was just about as cheap. So we went down that route instead of getting a instead of building it myself. But I'd like to do that. It's something I want to do in the future, is have a go at building one myself. All forms of government have failed, yeah. Yep. People power, eh? Why have I got a Land Cruiser? I have got a Land Cruiser, Riley. We do indeed. Nice orange. Rusty orange colour. That is a cool setup, eh? I do love the trailer. This 100,000 litres too, so it hauls a decent amount. I used this on Western Australia, but I used dollies and daisy chained 3 of the big trailers together. On the 16X and 19, that worked a treat as well. You could haul some grain with that. You're looking to upgrade your GPU, cool. What are you looking at? You going to go to the 40 series, or that's still a bit pricey? Well, not still, they're brand new, but they're a bit pricey. I've been impressed with the 3070 I've got, to be perfectly honest. $3080, yeah, cool, good choice. Just don't get one of the power washed ones that have come out of some crypto mining setups that I've seen. Some horror stories of. Can I make more on the Western Australia map? So Riley, I was really hoping that the standard 2x West Aussie map was going to be cross-platform. Obviously it can be played on PS5s, but I really wanted it to be cross-platform so I could have it as a multiplayer map for the community, and I would have done these streams on a Wednesday night with community members, but unfortunately it doesn't work. So I'm holding out to see if there might be a fix for that map sometime soon. If there is, we'll certainly look at doing that. Right, let's just pull this into the shed. We still do. That's right, I bought that haircut, didn't I? Maybe we'll have to sell that and place it with one of the other ones. Alright, so we've got $94,000. Should we go over? Let's just run over here. Go and put a bid on this field. See how we go. If we bring that up, we have an option. Press B to bid. $81,354 ends in less than 5 hours. So we'll bid that. 81 grand. Here we go. We will see if we get outbid. Keep an eye on that. Come back. We'll go move these bales in the field. We're just going to stack them on the side of the field. Then once we've done that, skip time forward to when the field auction finishes. And if we've bought it, then we will be happy days. We'll be able to move to the next day to get our fertilizer spreading done. Thomas, your PC is now 1 week old and built myself. You know you're a true geek when you build your own PC. Nice, man. Good job. Going for the 3080 core. Perfect. Or a 3070. Yeah, so the 3070, like I said, faultless. One thing I need to do is get some more RAM. I've got 16 gig. I double that, but I need to figure out what sticks are in there at the moment so I can get the same one. And I've got 2 8 gig sticks, so I need to get 2 more of the same. Or I just bite the bullet and get 32 gig of new RAM and sell the 16 gig for peanut. Alright, so I reckon we've got a nice little spot up in there. We'll just stack these. So we'll race around and get this done as quick as we can. Yes, I know we're putting holes in the bales, but I did actually download. I got it installed still. Bale loaders. Yeah, I did download this for the Hestons, but it won't take wrapped one. I tried it and tested it and everything, and no joy with these bales. I'm assuming it's because they're wrapped. Basically means I've got no option without using auto load than manually loading these. That's what we're going to do. I hope the map by Mac Trucker gets updated soon to erase the door. What map's that, James? Paging Nismo. Nismo's in the chat. Can you give me a WhatsApp, please? Oh, hey, man. Nice to see you. We were chatting before about truck drivers and in chat. There it is. What's up, mate? How are you? Good to see you. You're a mathematical whiz there. Yos. That is, that's some quick maths. I was still working on the 10. Hey, Scott. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello, mate. Nice to have you here, albeit briefly. I know it is late o'clock for you. Have you had daylight savings go backwards as well? I'm not sure if you have daylight savings in Texas. Irrespective, thanks for stopping in, mate. And go the Astros. That's the only other thing I have to say. After talking about them the other day, it was nice that the Game 6 was on a weekend and I was able to watch it. Standard time, right. So it's not quite as stupid a clock as it might have been. But it's probably still stupid because we've probably gone forward an hour or two. Anyhow, good to see you, man. Take care and we'll catch you soon. Your buddy in Central Oregon waiting to deliver a big green machine. one of Mr. Dare's vehicles. Right, let's go. Let's get this done. You got to the, was that meant to be factory rather than final? Open at 8 a.m. for loading, is that right? So I was doing some maths before the stream. Oh, the dealer, right. These bales are 5,500 litres each, and there is, they're worth $181 per 1,000 litres at the moment, which makes each of these bales just short of $1,000 each. And I think we must have upwards of 60 bales, close to 100 bales maybe. Oh, no, 60 is probably not a bad guess. Probably 80. We'll split the difference. 80 grand worth of bales once they're fermented and ready to go. What food did you get, BMW? So I hope you are all getting excited for the Silverrun Forest Platinum expansion. I certainly am. I'm looking forward to getting back into doing some forestry work. It's been a wee while since we've done any properly. And to have some really clear targets with the boat building and the roller coaster, pretty cool. Sort of build this to get this. I like the way they've done that compared to, say, bake a cake. It's a bigger outcome by delivering all these things, and the fact it's staged over different seasons. You need to get two joysticks make a huge difference. I can vouch for that. Even just a PlayStation controller or something like that, which I use, is fantastic for logging. In fact, it's almost enough for most of the logging machines. An excavator, it's probably a joystick, so just a little bit easier, but a lot of the other stuff, controller works pretty well. Yeah, that was the plan, ain't Chinook? I think it could be fun on that server. You're not looking forward to it, James? Fair enough. It's not everyone's cup of tea, I realise that. Those lots of different things aren't. And we haven't even done any grapes or olives or anything like that. We were going to do it on No Man's Land with FSG, but never came to fruition. More through timing and cost. We looked at doing grapes, but we'd missed a planting window and it was going to cost too much and we had no money. Nightbot's onto it. Well done, Nightbot. I did actually have the very clever thought that if you haven't bought if you've got none of the DLC and you do want the Platinum expansion, I think Platinum expansion's $20 US at the moment. It's actually a little bit less than there's 5% off it, but for twice the price you can get all of the DLCs by the year 1 season pass, which you can still buy. But that will probably, now that you know what you're getting with the Vermeer pack and I won't say pumps and hoses because that's obviously not part of it, but the other bits and pieces, Kubota and the Interno Carrera stuff, then Could be worth doing. I'm looking forward to season 2, see what they come out with for year 2 season pass. Could be an interesting interesting path to see what they do. Joran, thank you very much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Welcome along. Right, not too many to go. We're done. And we just have to worry about our land auction. Still getting used to the base game of precision farming. Want to try out grapes holders and logging in the future. Haven't even looked at it. I'm still on my second map on 20, so I don't need another. Yeah. I think unless you're a forestry fiend and enjoy doing the logging, I don't think the next map's going to be up your alley. I think there is still scope for for farming on it. To be honest, I haven't looked into the map in a huge amount of detail. Kind of been wanting to leave it a little bit unknown. I've seen some of the main features, but in terms of I mean, I don't know if I think some people have played on it, and it was that you're able to see the PDA and get some of those ideas when they've live streamed it. I think is it tomorrow morning New Zealand time, 7 AM tomorrow morning, or is it the next day, Friday morning? I don't remember which morning it is now. Giants are doing a live stream on it with developers talking about the map, so that could be interesting if it's your kind of thing. Hey, you're welcome, Joran. Thank you. I'm going to pronounce your name in different ways tonight. If I can help one person out with something I've learnt, then this has all been successful. Holden for life, good evening, how are you? Still getting over all the logging you did in No Man's Land. Yeah, thanks Nismo for the reminder. I don't think we needed it, but thank you all the same. That means I've got lots of work to do. I'm falling a little bit behind on videos. That's why it's another reason I'm doing a stream tonight, because we're running out of things. We're running out of time to do things at the moment. I'm very busy. That's why I really like doing the multiplayer stuff with Farms Guy, because it's same time every week. Get in there, get it done, and I know we've got that video for the week, so it's a nice little backstop. Alright, what have we got there? 4 stacks, 24 bales, 25, let's make 25. Everyone out of the field? Done, right. You don't want to know. Oh, Chinook, this will be your first Christmas in the airline industry, won't it? Oh, you'll be looking forward to that one. I'm doing well, Holden, thank you. Doing well. Love the name Holden. Good, isn't it? You're learning logging from FDR logging. He does it well. I've watched him do some of his logging, and I've tried to replicate it, but he's just got it so down pat. The way he controls it and everything like that. When I did my logging series on Hallmark, actually, he dropped in a couple of videos and dropped a comment. It was always nice to see. Gives you a little bit of boost when probably the forestry legend drops in and sees you doing well. Thanks. Thanks for that vote of confidence, Yoss. I appreciate it. You are you're a model channel member and subscriber who has nothing but my best interests at heart. Right. Awesome. So we head over. All done. Gonna skip some time forward. We've got weeds growing. Positive weeds on, but there we are. But look. Well, we don't have to bid because we're still owning that, so let's speed up time. Slowly. Hopefully we don't get outbid. Oh, Michael Hammond. It's mean. Oh, auction we needed an hour. Tip B. Alright, there we are. Keep an eye. Hopefully it doesn't go down again. 30 seconds. Oh, we got it. Yes. Look at that, new piece of dirt. And looking at this, we've still got a lot of money actually. When's all best May? Better keep an eye on that because we've got lots of balls. So. There we are, field 13. So let's just have a look. It is cultivated. Doesn't need ploughing. No fertilizer on it. Got no weeds. And it doesn't need lime. So that's just right for planting really. We could still plant in December. Wheat, barley, oats, soybeans, sorghum. So I reckon we can probably do some planting. Pretty cool. Alright, let's just get through this really fast. Oh, there goes all our money. Oh, I was meant to get rid of some of the leased equipment. Bother. Right, here we are. So weeds. That's right. Great demand at Grain Corp. Great demand for a Grain Corp. This is the one thing. It's very hard to find what the great demands for when there is one. Those we just need to look up for it's one of our products. What it's for. Curious now. Sunflowers. 525. Okay. I do need to spray the field. That's on the list of things to do. We're going to fertilise it first, Nismo. Start buying Christmas presents. No, thank you, Nismo. Although my father-in-law messaged me yesterday asking for ideas for the boys, so he's onto it. 27% fermented. They don't need anything done. Yes, James, Yoss the modder. And Yoss has shared with us his latest mod, which is in for testing at the moment. Look at what's going to do to the Kenworth. Actually, do you not have a range on this? Oh, you do. Look. Oh, hard to see. Let's try. Look at the dirt. See the dirt on the back? Look at that dirt mask going up the top there. Oh. There's the dirty bucket, water bucket. And then if you've got it nice and dirty, you can come in and get it nice and clean. Notice the post he did of the logging in the shift button was down, Corp. Oops, oh the 50s. No, I didn't actually. Right, that's pretty cool. That's Yoss's mod. It is currently in with testing in Mod Hub. They are placeable, $50 to put down. So if you're doing a start from scratch or anything like that and want something to keep stuff clean, that bucket there is probably useful. This bucket on this side, not quite so certain about, but we'd have a look at it anyhow. Yoran, is that a new mod, the auction? No, it's been around for a while actually. Land auctions, I think it's called. But they just pop up randomly, so you just get a notification. I don't think there's any more on the map at the moment. The field will be orange like it was, and then you get notifications up in the top right. You just go to the edge of the field and press B to bid. How dare I clean stuff? Or clean stuff. How else am I meant to clean? Money's in the minus. It is Nismo. It is. We've got plenty of assets lying around though. A lot of wool here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 bales of wool. And what, they're 1,000 litres each, aren't they? Even on their own, it's 9 grand worth of wool sitting there. It's good. Plus we've got corn and barley to sell in January, so we've still got another 50 or 60 grand worth there, and we've got the all the silage we just made. Go gangbusters too. But in the meantime, let's get rid of this leased equipment. Don't need the roller. We might keep hold of that. That's pretty cheap. Definitely don't need the bale wrapper for a while. Return that. We need the fertilizer spreader because we're about to go use that. Got the truck and the auger wagon, which we just about do need all of it. So here we are. Right, let's go have a look. So we're going to have to take out a loan to be able to buy some fertilizer, aren't we, anyhow? Let's do that. Oh, we've got a $300,000 loan. Crikey. Shouldn't have bought that field, should I? Oops. Now I do this every time, but remind me, is that there's only the lime stations, isn't there? No fertilizer buy point. Right. Go down into the shop, buy some fertilizer, get topped up, and then we'll go and start spreading, see how far we get with the load. The video was of your grandfather corp now, that's pretty cool. I'll have to have a look. Was that on FDR Logging's video? Start washing the building. I'll use the pressure washer for the building. It was cool, man. Yeah, I'll find it. Fascinating. Did you know he had got it, or was doing it, or it was going to be there, or did it just pop up and you're like, hey, I know who that is? Some logs were 8 foot in diameter. That's pretty cool. Oh, you sent it to FDR. Cool. Good work. Alright. We don't have any fertilizer down here, do we? Actually, now that I've driven all the way down here, we're just going to go check something. Good. Herbicide there. Okay. Right, I need to reset my shop. Look in here. Big bag. This way, 1800. 1800 for 1,000 litres. Big bags or the big pallets? 1900 for 1,000 bags. Is that? Oh, I didn't even realise that's the new brand, isn't it? That came in with the update, the last update. Right, how many litres does this take? Oh gosh, it takes a lot. Even a quarter, not even a fifth of the way. That's a 15,000 litres, alright. Well, we're either going to have to take another loan out or just make do with this. See how far we can get. Actually know what we can do. Let's have a quick look on this mod. So, oh, we shouldn't need that much. 14, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we only need about 7,000, so 8,000 might just about do us. One of those is the grass field. One of them will be the field we bought too. This should be enough. Should be enough to get it all done. There we go. Seeing we are here, let us go down the very back of the farm. We'll go to that field first, and then we'll move up to the front. Decent sized field in there. Could actually plough them together into one big field too. Nice. You said I'm checking a mod for Skyrim called Butt Hut. I think you and him could make some cool stuff. Sounds interesting, James. All right. We are heading away for the weekend this weekend, so there won't be a live stream on Sunday, Saturday. The kids are playing some football in Wellington, down at the capital, which is about a 2-hour drive away. Decided we'll go away for a night away, and we've actually got the opportunity to the boys do through the football club to be the guard of honour for the Wellington Phoenix, which is our local professional football team. So when the players walk out onto the ground from the tunnel from the changing rooms, boys will be standing down pitch side and holding flags and being a bit of a guard of honour for them as they walk out, which will be pretty cool. Cool experience. And parents and caregivers get a free ticket, so I'll get to go for free as well. I'm actually hoping, because I help coach the team, I wonder if I'll get the chance to go down as well with them. Wait and see. Probably not. I know last time they did something like this when the Phoenix played locally here. It was pretty tough who they'd actually let out on the pitch. It's a pretty cool opportunity. Very cool for them. Makes all kinds of funny stuff on the house when you open the door, it farts. Sounds interesting, James. So, on this reckoning, this is field 6, isn't it? Into field 6. Based on this, we're going to use 1400 litres of fertilizer. So once we've finished, we should have 6,400 litres left. It'll be interesting to see how accurate that is. We shall wait and see. Alright, here we are. Oh, I just had a thought. I wonder if these tyres are going to damage the crop. No. Crops are either small enough or the tyres or I've got crop destruction turned off. One or the other. The one thing I'm surprised actually we haven't seen yet is a mod that brings the precision farm weeding model just to the base game. I really thought we might have had that by now, because we'll be able to see the fertilizer on that, are we? Nope, because we're using precision farming. Because I do really like precision farming weeds. I liked it with seasons in 19, so there was some way to use the weed map information from the words Argsy from the precision farming. That'd be pretty cool. Off for the night, chatting some good luck this weekend. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate that, mate. Good to see you have a nice rest of your evening. Oh, I feel like we're chewing through it faster than we should. Oh no, we've only used 200 litres. Not even. Might not be too bad. Hard to see where it is. It's going to be the hard part with this, actually, figuring out where we've been. GPS is your friend. Hey PS Sim Gamer, how are you? Just watching Hannah, Indiana, were you? Nice. Glad you enjoyed it, thank you. Let's use our here. Yeah, I'm enjoying getting back into some bigger farming like that, and it's always been fun doing with your FSG. It's nice being able to run multiple bits of big equipment and chew through the fields, get lots done. Make sure you watch right to the very end. I've only had one comment on my video of someone who's watched right to the very end, but I didn't want to call FSG out at the start of the video this time. I thought he was going to be a bit fragile with his error with his voice filter. It's funny because I actually reminded him about it, but I think he was preoccupied with something else and missed my little reminder. Let's just double check our fertilizer map. Running along here. Weeds off C. Perfect. That. Looking good, looking good. Am I killing the... I am actually killing those weeds as I drive through. Well, that's good. So I could actually use those weed lines as a marker for our... Realise that. Yeah, we are too. Use the weeds as a marker where we've been and not been. I know there's a little bit in here we need to do on the GPS course. Do that first. Does mean a little bit of an overlap, that's alright. Let's head on down the other end, turn around and make our way back. Yeah, this will give us a decent headland on either end, so we should be able to turn around with no issues. Although the turning circle on this thing's pretty impressive with that trike front steer configuration. Right, we're on lane... Oh, down. And going again. Yeah. Oh, I hadn't... Oh, I thought I turned my GPS on and I hadn't... Oh. But fortunately, okay. Very good. Ugh, 59 for 3 after 10 overs. Thanks for the update, Outdoor Nut. Don't know if I wanted that one or not. Have a look at the scorecard there. Thinking, oh, that's great, I'll be able to finish doing this and then go watch some cricket. But at that rate, I don't know if I want to. All on Captain Kane, eh? Do the trick. I'll tell you what, I reckon 400 litres on the rest of this field. Just trying to figure out our fertilizer usage if it's going to be. It might actually be not too far off. 6,400 was our target. And what have we got? One big long pass. It's those two little ones. Do have that bit there we missed. It's alright. We'll take the hit on that. The Dutch team is surprisingly doing well at the moment. The Dutch did well, the Irish did well. They were talking about it on the news today. Having all these franchise opportunities to play in like the IPL and all the Caribbean League and all these different 2020 is actually opening up pathways for some of those players to get exposed to international level cricket, which is helping bring them up through the ranks and improving their skills as well, which is good. Pakistan's fielding well, the boys still got some fun. Oh yeah, I mean if they're bowling well and fielding well, I think I'd back our bowling and fielding unit over theirs. He's hoping. Yeah. Bit too far. Bit too far for that little sliver. Right about there will do. Hey CJ, how you doing? Welcome along, good to see you. Yeah, well, there we should be good actually. 200 litres in there. That's actually going to work out pretty well on the odd calculator. Get out of position. All right, looking good, looking good. There you go, pretty much perfect, 64, and if you count for the little bit of overlap I've probably done and things like that, that has worked out. I think that's the first time I've actually had that calculator so close to accurate. To be perfectly honest. Bowling, is that the one you play on grass that you're talking about? Talking about cricket, James, which you also play on grass, but not the lawn bowls, which you're thinking about. Bowling, but the bowler in cricket's kind of like the pitcher in baseball. Probably be the best way to try and draw a comparison. But yeah. Alright. Are we done? Good enough for me. My regular OCD did have kittens looking at that. We've got a little bit of lime up there. We've got rolling we've missed. We've got fertilizer we've missed. I'll allow it, Yoss. You can go get a coffee. Next field we're going to. We're quick. Field 24. 24 requires 1700 litres of fertilizer. What's that going to take us down to? 5.3 minus 700. 4.6 or so? 4.6, 4.5. Do it while I'm on the road, it's not too far. All you're going to miss is us just driving on the road. You won't miss any field work at all. Tried watching it, but it didn't make any sense to me. I guess you got to be from over there to understand. Just like most sports, there's a few things. I've got my head around. I know basketball. I know I'm pretty confident with baseball. Ice hockey and American football, or NFL, are the two that I don't know enough about. I get the general gist. I know, you know, ice hockey score a goal, but it's all the offsides and icing and all those calls. Even though I've played NHL on computer game. Likewise with, you know, I've played plenty of Madden in my time, but I still don't understand all the American football rules. Hey Grant, how you doing? Good evening to you, welcome along. Used to work next to the A20, watch the traffic get stuck every day. Poor traffic. Did no one ever. Long stream today, probably another hour or so, CJ. See how we go. We'll get these fields fertilised, we should be able to get them all done. And then if we've got time, might look at planting our new field, but we'll see how we go. It's like next time we're going to be out with the sprayer spraying some wheat. Thanks for joining Corpnut. Have a nice restful evening. Enjoy your book. And hopefully we'll see you again in the stream soon. Hey Samuel, welcome along. How you doing? Right, that's probably as good as line as any to look at. It's cool. Watch some F1, some football, rugby, understand a little bit of baseball, basketball, nothing of hockey or American football, let alone Australian. See, that's the other one actually, Aussie rules for Australian football. There's a whole lot of that I don't understand. Again, get the general gist of it and I can watch a game, but some of the rulings and some of the decisions you're like, why is that one called and that one's not, or what's happening there which is different to what happened over there, and yeah. Get the general gist, but looking forward to the Women's World Cup final this weekend for rugby. That'll be exciting. I'm actually starting to look forward to the Women's Football World Cup next year, which is co-hosted between New Zealand and Australia. It's going to be a big 60s. If the Women's Rugby World Cup's been anything going. I heard a report last week that they estimate there could be between 20 to 40,000 US fans follow the team around, and fortunately for New Zealand they've been drawn to play in one of the pools here, which would be exciting. So I want to try and get to one of their games, and they're coming to New Zealand in January to play some warm-up games against the New Zealand team. Just on break at work, feels weird having a break at 10 PM. I bet you it does. Catch you later, Mark. Thanks for stopping in, mate. Appreciate you joining. And appreciate you taking a look at that mod as well. See what the issue there is with it. It's an interesting one. Right. Got the right path. Yeah, I'm going to run on here. Go. Looking at all the new equipment that will be released next week, I really can't wait to get your hands on quite a lot of it. Do you have a particular piece you're looking forward to using? I really want to use the yarders. That big yarder. I'm sure I read it had an 800 meter long rope on it, or wire on it. In which case, you're going to be able to yard logs halfway across the map. Which is epic. Other than that, I'm really looking forward to that Volvo high lift, because I think one of my gripes has always been how hard it is to load trucks, and the wheel loaders I've always used just struggle to get up and over the bunks. So hopefully that'll fix that issue. What else? Well, those are certainly a couple of the pieces. Rock crushing could be a novelty for a little bit. Don't know how that works. I want to try the missions out actually too. Some of the missions sound interesting, like clearing dead wood out or using the spray cans, marking trees. That'd be pretty cool too. I liked they added, so Global Company added tree marking in 19, but it changed the trees. Instead of just marking the tree you had there, it actually changed the tree model completely. So if you sprayed the wrong tree or a different tree to what your tree model was, it changed it. It's a little bit annoying. Hey Lambert, how you doing? Welcome along, nice to see you. What do I say we should get down to on this one? About 4.6. I knew I'd missed a bit up there when we turned. This one, it's a bit careful I don't get the turn in the right spot. Yada and high lift are what you want to get your hands on too, yeah. Yep, now there's little bits, cool things in it. I'll figure out what I need to do to build the roller coaster and the boats. Start working my way towards that. I think will be my first mission. I can use some auto drive for log trucks and things like that. A couple of trucks, load them up, send them off on auto drive, go to the other end, unload them. Even better if they auto unloaded at the production point. Riley, when will the next stream be? Don't want to miss it. This time next week, probably, Riley. If by some strange coincidence I could possibly do a stream on my Saturday morning, which is Friday afternoon and evening for US and UK viewers. And then possibly I might do some evening streams this time next week on, depending if I get an early access to Silverrun Forest, which I have no idea whether it's going to be passed on to all Giants partners or just the silver and up. I'm bronze. So yeah, depending on whether I get it or not, we'll see. I had planned, if I did get it, to do some evening stream on it. Instead of doing videos and trying to focus on one thing, actually just playing it and streaming it and, you know, being able to answer questions live rather than in a video. You've had it for weeks though, haven't you, guys? Are we going to build an arc together? We'll see. You make a mod so we can build an arc. Oh, that'll be Yoss's doing. You won't be building a mod, Jason. I'm looking forward actually to seeing what the clever people like Yoss and other modders in the world can come up with around the timed productions. I think that's pretty cool. Like the roller coaster or boat sort of thing. You need to record your second preview. Kind of waiting to see if someone else either makes a mod or if Giants go down the route of also floating logs down rivers to mills and pick up from it. That would be pretty cool. I wonder if there's a way you could have it where there's an invisible... It's almost like a production point that stretches the length of the map along the river. When you put logs in at one end, it brings them out at the other, but it animates them. And it only shows the animated logs in the river when there's logs going in. Wonder. Someone needs to put GPS mod on PS4. Unfortunately, Riley, I think you are not going to be lucky with that one. needs to be giants to do that because it's all script based stuff. Unfortunately, I think that's the one thing that they really missed in this version of the game, not adding a mod like that in. Tell you what, we're going to be pretty close on that. Fertilizer again, 4.7, almost down to 4.6. Hey Joe, how are you? Good evening, welcome along, nice to have your company. Making checkerboard patterns, we funny. They look pretty cool. Plants are going one way, made lines, we make it way. Yeah, I might, I'll put some feelers out with that one. I'll throw that suggestion into a group bomb and see if anyone wants to pick it up. Even if it's feasible. It'd have to be built in, yeah, it wouldn't be able to be a placeable because it'd have to define where the river goes. Could be something done in a map, I don't know. Using productions. Alright, a little bit up this end, and a little bit down the other end. It's done. Gucci. Hello, Charlie boy. Pleasure to see you. How are you this evening? He's being his usual human self, Joe. You know what he's like. Pleasure to have around. You've only just got your first coffee. I wonder you've been grumpy for the last hour. That should be done. Now. Do we have to hold this up? No adjustments. I can't reset, cannot. Do this. Go through here. Hold it back down. Trees. Once all that. Still nothing to see here. Would have gone through into the field. Yeah, hold it up. Happy days. Alright, actually, so let's say, so we've 4-3 on this field. Now this is field 25, which we never rolled. Missed the chance, missed the window. 25 is going to take 1200. So, fertilizer. That's going to leave us on just over 3,000 litres. Let's see. Thanks, John. Thanks for stopping in, mate. Thank you also for joining the channel, becoming a member. Do truly appreciate that. Appreciate the support. And nice to have you here. So we'll catch you again very soon. Alright. GPS down this edge. That's what I'm thinking, CJ. That's what I'm thinking. Actually, no, a map that would be perfect for it if they're going to do an update. I'll see, we'll see. Simulator YouTube, hi from Ireland. Hello from New Zealand, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Nice to have you here. Sleep is for the awake. Very true, very true. Here's one for you. If you're not awake, are you able to go to sleep? Let's beat it with every mouthful. So, not really a mouthful. Not you. What, are you just piping up to tell us you're not asleep, Chinook, or did we just happen to wake you up somehow? Need to play loud noises. Let's not worry about doing that. The track here to turn around on. And see, I can in this field, because if I look to my right, I can see what's left still to fertilise. Very deep, very philosophical. Keep watching that. Yes. Oh. So I only mulched some of this field. Oh no, I mulched most of it because of the header we had on. We tried out a couple of different headers, but yeah. Get your earphones loud on to make it don't fall asleep. So shall I just start talking quietly and then go, Chinook! Wake you up. Make sure you're still there. Just checking. Still there? Yep, good. Friends 4. You know what we could do if we have enough fertilizer left over? We could actually go pre-fertilize field 13. See that too. That could be a plan. This field 14 needs 900 and 13 needs 1400. So should have enough. You're a trucker, you can't just fall asleep, it would be bad. Probably not the best thing to do, Joe. Not the best thing to do. Had a good laugh the other day, I was watching DJ turn into a cow. That was with Tony Myth, wasn't it? You should oh, you can't share your link. Hang on, Yos. Should share. Second. Okay. You should share DJ's website you've built for him. That's pretty cool. You're looking for a new way to digest your daily news. Clutch just released a video of his starting out as a cow. Tony's a good one to watch on Twitch. I don't actually watch too many farms and Twitches. DJ's in your debt now. You have control. You have the power. Looking a bit prettier. You're out there outdoor nut. Hey, 15 overs gone. I think you get another 60 off the next 5. Now you want to be really clever, Joss, is to put a little button in the bottom of his. I wanted you to share DJ's link or his website. And because you're always on the stream, you know, along with the likes of Chinook, he's my only other mod in here tonight. Scott was here a little bit earlier. You're often around, so. Just a little button in the corner that plays an animated dirt splat or something on the front of your screen, front of the website. There you go. Really needs to get over at 150. Well, if those two can keep going, I'm just watching the crick info scores on my phone, but if they can keep going, it'd go alright. In fact, I could play it on my phone and watch it on that while I'm doing this. Jason, someone needs to make a rhino now like off of Ace Ventura. Mr. Statham. He's off busy doing a pitch in Aberdeen, he told me. For a new marketing role, or marketing job for his business. Hence not being in the stream. Look at that, we are finishing right on 3,000 litres. That calculator works pretty well. World would be way worse off without Jim Carrey. I'm going to level with you. I think there's probably others I'd rather keep than him. But I agree. I agree. It's good content out there. Right, back into the home fields. Get these two done. Get them done in 10 minutes. We'll have half an hour to try and seed that field. Assuming we can buy some seed. Where's our money gone down again? How did we lose? How have we gone to minus 4 grand? I'm confused on that one. Let's have a look at the shape of these fields. So I could actually do a long pass as long as it takes both. Give that a go. Inflation. It's some sort of dodgy tech. I haven't hired any workers. All I can think of is the I'm putting time on a leased machine, but I didn't think that counted down straight away. Courseplay, auto drive workers. Yeah, what it is. It's just those buckets. Those water buckets. That's why Yoss gave it to me. That's slowly robbing me of my money. I've got an hourly charge of $1,000 an hour or something sitting on them, and I've got 2 of them placed. Imagine. It's hard to judge, but I reckon that's pretty close. Give that a try. Give that a try. There's a little bit of a cutout in here. You've built a website for DJ. I get to post it every time someone asks about it. That's actually not a bad idea, Joe. Oh, look at that. We can see pretty clearly on this one. No question mark we've been in this field. I've missed the boundary by a metre. It's 3 feet for those of you in the Imperial system, maybe a little bit more. Okay. Have section control? No. You noticed recently that leased equipment charges hourly. Is that right? Perhaps that's what it was then. Perhaps. Oh, it's got a way off, was it? Oh well. So be it. Bit of search fund. That would be a good idea, actually. So I'm assuming, Yoss, that those are just DJ's scripts, are they? That he writes for himself? And he's doing his news? Monitor how many people search for the F350. I just want them to not release that F350 now just to spite everyone. Not spite them, but just to troll. He shares the screenshots and script. That's impressive that he writes all of those every day. That's a lot of work. Considering how quickly he turned, I mean he's got pretty good at them I suppose, but considering how quickly he turns them around. Williamson got out playing a stupid shot. Shame. But should we be surprised? Alright. Let's see, where is our... Oh, I placed it the wrong way. Oh, where are we going, GPS? Over here. Okay. Go back and do this again. Try and get a better spot to go run. Can you say for me? Ben Tiver said hi to Riley Bruce. Or is it the other way around? Riley Bruce said hi to Ben Tiver. Or is that Ben Tiver, as in Fiverr? Getting into the David Attenborough section of the stream. YTVMTV and the SMS bar at the bottom. Yoss Modding would like to say how much he likes Argsy Gaming. It's his favorite streamer and YouTuber. When I was a young kid I always thought someone named Anony Mouse was texting a lot. Oh, that's funny. Before you knew much English. So then when you learn the word anonymous, you're like, wow, that person was named after that? Hey, Steel Horse, how you doing? Good evening, my friend. Steel Horse enters the chat. Alright, that's enough. Enough silliness. Tell you what, Outdoor Nut, bringing James Neesham coming in at the expense of Kane Williamson's probably not a bad one. That was only a little creepy, Argsy. Good evening, Peter Clark, and welcome to Argsy Gaming. You speak Texan. Steel Horse has won the race. By a nose. You gotta say that one really fast. 200 meters ago, Steel Horse is coming around the corner and Peter Clark is right up behind him. That was going all sorts of wrong. Oh. Goodness. That's why I don't call horse racing. And they're off in the Yoss Modding Guineas. 1400 meters. And the cup was a week ago. He can hit a 6. Every time you visit my streams, things go weird. I'll stop it. Stop it. It's the whiskey. Can't handle more than half a shot of whiskey. Ah, you gotta let your hair down and have some fun sometimes, don't you? Can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? Oops, put my GPS on properly. Now I'm tabbing through everything, trying to find where I am. Wasting fertilizer. That there is going to be why we run out. What am I trying to do? That there. Put that there. Right, back. FSG question mark? No FSG tonight. He is off in Aberdeen doing a sales pitch for a project. For his company, or for his business. Where you want to describe it? You speak Oki. Oh, if I can't laugh at myself, I can laugh at FSG. Indeed, I can. He makes it easy. Kind of strange that Jason Statham needs to pitch. Well, I'm sure if it was for a movie role, he wouldn't have to pitch, but when he's trying to sell himself as a marketer, it's probably a little bit harder just to walk in and say, hi, I'm Jason Statham, hire me. Joe, you like watching my streams? It's just hard depending on your sleep schedule. I appreciate that, mate. I know this time is not for everyone, but it is why I do try and spread the love and have the weekend streams slightly different time. More suited to the overseas audience. We'll be fine, 1300 litres. Through this, no worries. And that'll be everything. We own Fertilized. Happy days. Yes, Sim Gaming, it's a great time for you, keeps you company while you're working, you own a marketing agency. Like if she started in 2020 with your sister. Oh, nice. Thank you, mate. I have my own business as well. I'm an architect. I bought an established business. I joined it in 2016, bought half of the business in 2017, and then my business partner retired in 2019. So it's been 3 years now. 3.5 years, yeah. Since he retired, so. It's been a bit of a learning curve, going through a global pandemic. High inflation, huge demand for housing and materials and supply issues and all that sort of stuff. The UK you're an hour earlier. Oops. Yeah, it would have been your daylight savings changing, Peter. I think I am remembering things correctly, because you're falling back an hour. Because it was an hour the other way a month ago when I changed. CJ, I have to go now. I've got a very busy day today. I'll catch up with the rest of the stream and you guys at the next one. Cheers. You're welcome, mate. Thanks for joining, and definitely will catch up with you again soon. Maybe next week on some Silverrun Forest. Be able to show off that yarder and high lift loader. Probably already discussed it. Have a great job in the FSG mod assistant. Downloaded it today. Am loving it. It is fantastic. Yeah, the FSG guys have done a fantastic job on that one. And well, Yoss can testament to that. There's still ideas being thrown around in the group for ways to improve it in other ways as well. Just one, looking at whether there's a way to be able to store multiplayer server passwords and that sort of thing. So yeah, no, they're doing a fantastic job developing that. That's a raw shame there. Did I do that whole row without GPS on last time? Riley, nice to see you, mate. Thanks for joining the stream. Great to have you here. Gotta go have fun with this. Hopefully you can join me in the next one. I hope so too, mate. Hope so too. I am indeed an architect. Thank you very much. Your husband's a bricklayer. Supply issues are crazy still here in the UK. So materials for brick here isn't too bad, but it's the getting a bricky's the hard part. It's certainly the challenge. Hello, John. G'day, g'day, g'day. How are you? They're a bunch of lunatics. They're a bunch of lunatics. They're lovable lunatics, though. Don't tell them I said that. You live in a brick-making state, Joe. Is that because you're always making bricks? Is that what you mean? I know it's not, but... Get on. Come on. On that line. Here we go. Weatherford, Texas. What did I call you? I don't know. What did I say? I'm sure it was polite. Good evening, young man. Nice to have you here. Even harder to get a good bricklayer. Yeah, a good trader, good trading of any sort's hard to find at the moment. You have bricks dissolving on your 100-year-old house. How do bricks dissolve in Australia? Like you're the least corrosive, arid, dry, barren. I mean, I'm not sure which part you're in. Steel horse. You told it as salt. Interesting. Is that affecting the mortar? Alright, 400 litres left. Got this little bit along here. See how much we can tidy up. Brick plants all over Texas. Ace players short, but I think they're just slow making them. You were thinking about grain bins there, weren't you, Joe? I hope I didn't say anything offensive to you, John. Apologies if I did. Not intended. Frost gets into them, makes them crumble. That's a good point. The bricks are literally crumbling into dust in about 4 spots just above ground level. I think it's called spalling. Yeah, so concrete can spall. And yeah, as Peter says, frost can be an issue with that. If you're in that sort of climate. Freeze thaw type things. Yeah, interesting. A lunatic. Right. I'm sure I was talking about something else as you joined. That's alright. I often say things and I forget what I actually said, because your mind's... It's actually interesting. It's an interesting dynamic talking to a group of people that you're kind of always having kind of individual conversations with, or trying to remember things you talked about last time, or you know, what interests them, or where are they from, or that. It's certainly... I could play Farm Sim on autopilot while I'm doing this, because yeah, just the way things work. It's an interesting situation. Look at that, 113 litres left. Perfect. Perfect. And no need to apologise. Like you missed us saying it a bit earlier, but if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? SG. Hit me like a sieve. Alright, well, I think what we are going to do, because we've now fertilised everything, we're going to empty that out, and we're going to say farewell to this, because we can't afford the least cost on it anymore. Going to have to go, but before we do, we're going to go get it dirty. And show those of you who've only just joined recently and haven't seen this mod that Yoss shared with us, which is currently in with Giants for testing. We've got some buckets. And placeable buckets. You pick the right one up, in this case the left one up, and you can use the dirty water that's in your bucket to make your equipment dirty. And you also get great pleasure out of watching me, of all people, make my equipment dirty. Look at that dirt. And then, if you feel so inclined, water's pretty cool. I love that sound. Probably a bit dodgy playing it on stream. You might make all your viewers want to have to go to the bathroom. It's about to go to Giants. Oh, I keep on saying it's with Giants. Anyhow. It's going through Mod Hub sometime soon. Look at that. Now it's clean. Very cool. 50 bucks. Cheapest washing tools on Farm Sim that I know of. Caveat that. Alright. Where is our least equipment? Crop protection. We'll return this first, which will drop the stand on the ground. Turn this now too. And we're slowly whittling away our least equipment. Cost us 8 grand to have that. Alright, happy days. What is the time? 10:42. Now, my question is, does this have anything in it? It's got a little bit of 1200 litres seed, 400 litres of fertilizer. Will we plant that field? 1200 litres of seed. What are we going to put into it? That's the question mark. Wheat, barley, oats, soybeans, sorghum. Well, we've already got canola in those fields. Wheat in those two. So, based on that, let's look at something different. Put some soybeans in. Soybeans don't use too much seed, or they seed, I can't remember. This field 13, show seed. Canola doesn't use much. Soybean, yeah, 2000, it's not too much, is it? What about sorghum? Sorghum is less, actually, so let's put some sorghum in. See if we can get, how many, 1240 litres, 1240 litres of seed, and what did it say for sorghum? 1287. We're going to be just short, based on that math. Let's find out. Hey, catch you later, Chinook. Sorry I missed that, mate. Missed you leaving. Good to see you, my friend. Join in. Talk to you again soon. It is very cool. Hey, Saran. Yes, I was just washing using a sponge. It wasn't a quad track, but very close. It was the Titan sprayer. But yes, I was washing it with a sponge. Courtesy of yours. See there. One makes it dirty, one makes it clean. Very cool little mod. Right, what are we putting in? Sorghum. Oops, fast. Yes. Sorghum. Mark, you left before. Now you're telling me to plant soybeans. You see Jason, sees FSG running around with dirty sponge sabotaging. He will. He'll think it's a great hoot. Alright, let's get this unfolded. Oh, you arrived at work. Arrived at work to log into a different computer and be able to jump back into the stream. I love it. I love it. It's all turned on. Let's get going. Is it going to... Now my question mark, I'll pause it for a second, is it applying the fertilizer? No, it's not already fertilized in this day. But it was using the fertilizer, wasn't it? It is. I don't want it to. I want to. Think dangerous. Enough space to load. I was going to try and take the fertilizer out. We will try this. restrict FSG to washing tractors with that and they'll never be washed. Exactly. Alright. So, fertilizer's out. I'll put the seed in. That's a bit annoying. It means we're going to have to fertilize the field again later. $152 at the end. Be a battle for sure. It will be pretty tough. Be interesting though. Get a couple of early wickets and restrict them. They might panic. Really, apart from the games have generally been pretty low scoring. Interesting there. Even though it's showing as fertilized, it's not applying the fertilizer. It's changing. It's keeping it. You get the wet dirt there. Wasn't actually applying any. Anyhow, let's carry on. We'll go and see how much this we can get done. We might need to get a little bit more seed. So be it. Put the AI to work with the bucket and sponge to push the tractor. Where's the fun in that? I say it every time I drive this tractor, but I do like it. It is nice. Nice one to drive. Not going to get everything done tonight though, that's alright. We'll be able to get in and do some spraying next time. That'll be our next task, spraying the weeds and finish planting this field. Lots of fun with the lady worker in a t-shirt. Now steel walls. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Nice to have you here this evening. Welcome. You've had AI workers in flip-flops. That's the thing that gets me is there's obviously some awesome AI, like the AI workers have a lot of different clothing options that aren't in options for us to wear as players. I wonder if they're gonna unlock that in the future. It'd be pretty cool if they did. Aussie have massive pitches which restrict boundaries. If the bowlers come out with some fire, they can still get there. That's true. That's a good point. The only problem is often it's the spinners which can tie up and slow players down and force them to have to try and make some pace on the ball. And Pakistan are probably pretty adept at playing spin. Also known as Asians. It was funny actually. I had a Filipino guy who worked for me for a little bit. Now works in Christchurch. But he shared some photos from when he was in the Philippines, and he was a site architect. And he's up there with his hard hat on. Did he have a hard hat on? No, I think the guy next to him, but the guy next to him was basically wearing flip-flops. But it was wearing a safety hat, a hard hat. I was like, it's the most funniest thing to see ever. You're in flip-flops, but you took the time to put a hard hat on. Oh, yeah. Credit for making an effort. Alright, which way are we going to plant? We'll plant along this edge because it's the straightest edge in the field. So, let's try and create our GPS course. Running along there. Get it nice and lined up. Get that to get the width. That for our line. Happy days. Need to get back into the habit of using Sim Dashboard more frequently. Don't make enough use of that. In a time on India multi-story building sites and none of the labourers wore any footwear. It's amazing, isn't it? Some of it, do you know what I reckon This is my opinion. Health and safety has gone a little bit too far and has completely removed the personal responsibility aspect of it. The amount of scaffolding, the cost of scaffolding, and that needs to be used in the building industry here in New Zealand is just ridiculous. And I think people become more complacent because they know if they make a mistake there's a barrier there or there's a safety net or something under them compared to what it used to be. That's just my thoughts. I know, you know, Tom falls down and hurts himself. He can't go home to look after his family, so I understand why, but Tom should also be a bit more careful. And it's a sad world we live in at the moment. It is what it is. And we'll just work our way through it. One of my builder I used to work with, it's favourite saying. Great demand at selling cross grain. Wonder what that's for. Look. If we can find what that one is. That's our second great demand today. The Grain Corp still had some for this. Soybeans. None of those. $1,000 though. Not bad, not bad. Bad, and we just missed the spot. Typical. Typical, typical. Good job. Health and safety isn't in farm sim. We actually got a few comments after FSG and I in No Man's Land when we had the tractor forklift accident in our last episode. There was a lot of suggestions of making a parody health and safety video with the two of us in it. So we put that on the put that in the memory banks to look at doing at some stage. Oh. Well, I was stopping there for a second, but I'll press the throttle to take it off cruise control. Do it. You get a little agitated driving on side after a flash downfall to find a 100-metre extension leads missing, the outer shielding running across the floor plate through puddles and workers with no shoes. There's a reason they're called the Darwin Awards, isn't it? I know it's Charles Darwin, but kind of appropriate that Darwin's a city in Australia. Hivers Jack would have solved it. And 3 people, most had hard hats, so 3 people walking around with clipboards checking things off. Gosh, we're an old bunch of whiners, aren't we? Well, I am. Can't speak for you lot. Alright. Yeah, so we're trucking through. Positively racing. The guys with clipboards had all the right gear and the workers went without. Thanks for hanging out with us, PS Gamer. Pleasure to meet you, and hope to catch you again soon. Enjoy your Zoom meeting, and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. We are only about 5 minutes away from finishing things up anyhow, so you're not going to miss anything. You don't think FSG looks like Jason Statham? Bold statement, James. Bold statement. He's not a spitting image, but it's the thing is it's been said on more than one occasion by people without the knowledge of the reference to Jason Statham. So more than one person has. need a better imagination. Squinton plays vids in 360p. With Jason Statham talking in the background. Yeah, there's a resemblance. I wouldn't say it's a spitting image. There's enough of a resemblance to make it worth hassling him about. Jason Statham has more of something. Scaffolders in Sydney gave you the most amount of stress and headaches when you're working in the construction industry. How so, right? How much you had to pay them. I actually looked at our sheep. Are they happy? I've got grass and water. I've got grass and water. I've got grass and everyone's good. Is this the only game I stream on? It is the only game I stream on, James. Found a good picture of Jason, you posted it. I'll have to have a look. Yep, I play a few other games. Got a oh nice. Here you go. This is what yours just Jason Statham testing the Platinum DLC. Very good. Very well done. Yeah, I play a few other games. Play a little bit of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. A couple of mates I play that with. Play a lot of Apex Legends with some friends as well. So yeah, just games that I jump into and play with some mates. It came up for Jason Statham. What did he even better that if it came up with Jason Statham farming was a picture of FSG. We need to make that happen. Do some search engine optimization, Yoz, in the back end of DJ's site to have that come up, or anywhere. What else do I play? I mean, those are the two. I like sim racing games, but I haven't played any of those for a long time. Upload a bunch of pictures and name them Jason Statham. That could work. Sounds like too much effort. JJ Richards fan, what's up? How are you, man? Welcome along. Is that J Richards as in Jim Richards? Jason Richards? Or a different Richards? Or is it both Jason and Jim? Oh, I've missed that a little bit there. The right pick with tags and 1,000 searches will probably do it. Probably. Scaffolders were full union, started on site at 7:30, had breakfast until 9. Smoker break at 10 till 10:30, lunch from 12 till 2, then knocked off at 3. A productive bunch then. Got lots done. Oh goodness. Oh, the second you complain as well, that'd be even worse. Hello Mike, how are you? Great to see you. We're gonna go until we run out of seed in this field. It is just gone 11 PM for me, which is my normal wrap up time. We're just getting in. It's a field we've just bought actually. We've won it on auction at a reduced price, which is good. So we've been able to extend our empire. I had forgot we had a $300,000 loan, which I haven't started repaying yet, so hopefully we can do that soon. Couldn't get him to make any changes to the scaffold to allow construction to be done. JJ Richards is a waste management company in Australia and New Zealand. Is that right? Never heard of it. And oh, don't forget the minus 4.5k in the bank, so I can't actually buy any more seed. Good point, Mark. Although I do have this wonderful mod, if anyone has seen it and hasn't seen it, that tells me my potential earnings of some of the different product I've got. So we do have 40, 50, 60, we got $70,000 worth of stuff sitting there. It doesn't count some wool which is outside the trigger. And it also doesn't count all our silage bales. Which, Mark, if you could make that work with objects like silage bales or something, would be amazing. Or any items for that matter. Pallets. Anything. Oh, there we go. JJ Richards' son. That, okay. Look at that, learn something new every day. I mean, not like I should know every single company that exists in New Zealand. Too many to count. Put silage in a silo and wool in a warehouse and we'll count them. Yeah, true. Don't know what you're talking about, Peter. Never ever use the magic money keys. Just scroll through here and see when I last used it. Well, there we go. We added some money in. Oh, look, we added some money in. Mostly though, it's my field of view. Oh, that was a big lot of money. Must have been setting something up somewhere. Started in Queensland, Australia. Ah, cool. Such a good combo. Good looking combo, this. Tell you what, we're going to be frustratingly close to having enough seed to finish. Which makes sense because the seed calculator to tell us we needed about 50 litres more than we had. I reckon, actually, I reckon we're going to go incredibly close. It's always count, so like on a run like this, I think we were on 210 when we started this run, so that's 20 litres we used. About 30 litres on a diminishing length. We use 40 litres on this. We have enough to do 4 more runs of this length. Only 2. It's going to be ridiculously close. Love the multiplayer with FSG. Awesome, man. Great to hear that. They're a lot of fun to do. I think if you saw the photo he shared in his Discord, he shared an image of his timeline. And we basically spent 2 hours just chatting and interrupting each other to be able to do little voiceovers. I was actually quite surprised that my video this week got down to 20 minutes. I thought it would have been longer. That's the thing with those big fields. I think with No Man's Land we were jumping between tasks a lot more, so you know, we'd do something and it wouldn't take too long, and then we were often doing something else, so you'd go between time-lapse, montage, talking about it. But with this one it was kind of like, this is what we're doing, get into the village, now we're setting up the planters, then we're planting, then we're done. It still takes a lot longer. Oh, I didn't even look. 119, so I don't think we will now that I've looked at that. DJ looks like the fanboy off of Oblivion to me. I'm gonna have to have a look now. Is that the thing with yellow here? You reckon? Yeah, no, we're not. 83 litres. No, it's a failed dream. I had high hopes there for a minute, but we're going to be sadly short. Hello Joel, welcome along. If Farm Sims caused you to build your first PC, we're on PS5, downloaded yesterday, first try after working a few hours. Awesome man, welcome to the master race. I say that in the best of intentions because I have been a console gamer for a very long time. In fact, apart from playing this and a little bit of PUBG, I still use my console regularly. A lot of games. I still have a good group of friends I still play with console, and it's just easy to plug and play. But you'll love it. You will love it getting into all the mods and everything like that. If you haven't downloaded the FSG mod assistant yet, I'd suggest doing that and getting that installed before you do anything. Understanding how that works with your mods and everything, because it will make your life a heck of a lot easier. If you're on PS4, it's okay, it's just you miss out on mods. And you miss out on the mod conflicts. That's true, Peter. Yeah, you do. Yep, my first 400 hours of Farming Simulator 19 were all on console. Many now on Shamrock Valley and Lone Oak in particular. And where I spent quite a bit of time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Literally 50 litres. In fact, I'm going to use the magic button. I'm going to put 50 litres in and see if that is going to be enough. I'll see it. Let's see. You reckon? Oh, we'll lower it down first. Odds on making it. Yes or no? I reckon there's 6 passes there and we're going to use less than 10 litres on this one path. Are we? Oh. Alright, that's a bit more than 10 litres. Oh, it's going to be stupidly close. No, Steel Horse is saying no. Don't forget to take the money out for the 50 litres. It's a bucket we scraped out of the last seeder. It's a sample bucket from the seed supplier he dropped off for us just to give it a go. It's a new variety. 25. Oh, we've used half of that 50 litres on 2 passes, but these ones are a lot shorter. Oh, we've left a spot there. Go back and get that. We're going to do it. 17. I've done this wrong, I should have done it diagonally. Oh no, oh I've made a mess. Made a mess, but 50's done it. 50 has done it. That little bit there. Look at that, 50 did it. I could have used 41 even. There was another section I missed, wasn't there? Up here somewhere? Here it is. Look at that. Did it. I'm going to find there's a big patch up here I missed. What does the field look like? All done? All done, nice and green. Turn that off and see if there's any little spots. 1, 2, few little spots. Hardly noticeable. Hardly noticeable. Alright, hold it up. Get it back in the shed. Call it quits. Jason, you happy with the mods you've got on PS4? You just want GPS? Yeah, that's really the one that would make a huge difference. I just think of it as a way to improve your driving skill. I actually don't find it too hard to drive a straight line with the console, with the controller. The ones with so many awesome mods that you feel would be nearly as popular as those. I agree. Yeah, that's what keeps it fresh. Keeps you coming back because there's a new mod you want to try out or a new map or something like that. Imagine if it was just base game maps and you had to play on those all the time. You wouldn't do it. You'd own all of Elm Creek. You'd own it all. You would have cut every tree down onto Bale, or no, sorry, Erlengrat, and you would have been making cheese and growing grapes all across Bale by now. And you'd be twiddling your thumbs going, what am I going to do next with the $10 million I've got on each farm? Just saw something about mod assistant. Join the Discord. FSG link in this video, so if I can locate it pretty easily. You should be able to locate it very easily, Joel. What's my favourite brand tractor? I'm a John Deere fanboy, but don't mind a different body. Thanks for hanging out, Yoss. Thank you very much again for sharing your buckets with me. These are Yoss Modding's dirty bucket and clean bucket. One will make your tractor clean, one will make your tractor dirty. $50 each, and they are going to be on Mod Hub. Well, they're going to go through testing and be on Mod Hub, hopefully. So there they are, $50 replaceable. Keep your tractor clean for a whole lot less than a power washer. Very cool. So thanks for sharing those, mate. I do appreciate it. Do I still use a console controller, and if so, do I have to download any software? Nope. Nope, I have got a PS4 controller. I haven't even tried my PS5 one. One thing I do have which made it easier is this button box you can buy for a PS4 controller. Pushes in the back, and that's really handy for when doing loader work, because I have that mapped to L1 and R1, so I can press those and use the joysticks at the same time, and still so use those and use my forward and backwards, R1 and R2 and L2 going forwards and backwards, which is really handy. But no, it's just plug straight in, run it through Steam, configure it in Steam, but no, nothing extra at all, just work. Makes it easy. Microsoft controllers are even better because they're Xbox, because Microsoft is Windows, so easy peasy. Right, everyone, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Hope you have all enjoyed that. We'll be back next week, fingers crossed, with Silverrun Forest, because it will be out by this time next week. So friendly plug, if you haven't purchased it or you are thinking about it, consider using Argsy Gaming through the Giant Store. Otherwise, that's about all. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thanks for hanging out tonight, and catch you in the next one. Later.